EuroKids Preschool, celebrating 25 years of building strong foundations in India.
For decades, early childhood education in India was seen as optional. Yet research consistently shows that the years between 2 to 6 play a defining role in shaping a child's future. For the last 25 years, EuroKids has worked closely with parents, educators and communities to build awareness around this critical phase, helping redefine how early learning is understood across the country. This milestone year brought together leadership, long-standing partners and educators to reflect on the journey so far and the responsibility that lies ahead. Speaking about the origins of EuroKids and the belief that led to its inception in 2001, co-founder and group CEO Prajod Rajan reflected on the need to protect early childhood and provide young learners with the right environment at the very start of life.
This was the belief behind starting EuroKids preschools, of what we saw about childhoods getting robbed and foundations not laid well, which is the reason why EuroKids was born in the first place. I don't need to tell you about the scientific facts behind that 85% of the brain gets developed before the age of 5, and it's most important for us to provide that stimulating environment for young children. EuroKids was born because of this plea, but EuroKids also heard a plea by parents. Parents who were confused about what kind of school or preschool that they should get started with. Or unke future ke liye, EuroKids was born. 25 years of EuroKids, and it's been quite a journey. In April of 2026, EuroKids will be 2,000 preschools when we get started. I speak about it most of the time, and this is when folks ask me, what do you think made EuroKids successful? And I now have coined, do know that, now have coined 3 Ns, 3 Ns. And the first N for me is Niyat, intent. Intent behind why we started what we do. Some people call it purpose, but I'd like to call it as Niyat. And the reason, according to me, that EuroKids is successful is because our Niyat was well placed. We wanted to do the right thing when it came to young children. No lip service, but do the right thing. A lot of preschools spoke about developmentally appropriate practices. We not just said it, but we did it in practice. When we said that the ambience will be child-friendly, it was child-friendly. When we said that the curriculum is developmentally appropriate and absolutely right for the child to lay his right foundation, we worked on it, so much so that there are 8 versions of that. And the second out of the Ns for me is Nyaya. And Nyaya in this context is not justice alone, but is fairness. And this has been our operating principle. We've been fair as a value, fairness as a value, embedded into everything that we do and think. Is it fair to our partners? Is it fair to our students? Is it fair to our families? Is it fair to our partners? That's really, we ask the question at all times. Our operating principle is that of fairness. And you would see this at work every single day if you've experienced us over the years, 20 years and 25 years or 5 years that you've been with us, you would have experienced this principle. And finally, the third N for me is Nishta, in the context of conviction. People would also call it Dridha Nishchay, but this is for me conviction. We hear all the inputs that people have to give us, we reflect on it, and then we decide. And once we decide with the strongest conviction ever. Then nothing can change our plan. When folks told us that franchising is not the way to do business in India, we listened to everyone, but we were very clear that franchising is the only way that we will distribute EuroKids as a service. We stuck with that for 25 years. 25 years, we stuck with that because we were very clear that that's the best way to distribute EuroKids. We have got 1 million kids who we've served up till now. Now, when people ask me what is our ambition and aspiration for the next many years, we want to get to 1 million kids whose life we can serve every single day. Every single day. We've done 1 million up till now, but we want to do 1 million every single day. And the goal for us is to move this from 2,000 preschools to 5,000 preschools. ये हमारा पहला पड़ाव. And from 5,000 preschools, the plan will be to have 200 enrollments on an average, and that gets us to this figure of getting to 1 million kids who can come into our preschools every single day.
What began as a belief has today grown into India's largest preschool networks, driven not just by scale, but a consistent focus on early childhood foundations.
EuroKids Preschool, celebrating 25 years of building strong foundations in India. EuroKids Preschool, celebrating 25 years of building strong foundations in India.
Marking the 25-year milestone, EuroKids introduced Sahi Shuruaat, an initiative focused on building nationwide awareness around the importance of early childhood education. The initiative seeks to address a key gap. While access to preschools has increased, awareness around why early education matters remains limited. Explaining the intent behind Sahi Shuruaat, CEO Preschools KVS Sesha Sai spoke about the role of partners and communities in taking this awareness to parents, especially in towns where preschool education is still evolving.
So the initiative that I was talking about is called Sahi Shuruaat. And what is Sahi Shuruaat? Sahi Shuruaat is our collective effort to create awareness around the importance of early childhood education across cities, towns, communities. It's about helping parents understand why the years between 2 to 6 matter so deeply. And you know, our biggest allies in this movement are you, our partners. Many of you have already been doing this for years, especially in smaller towns where preschool education is still new. You didn't start with numbers, you started with conversations, explaining motor skills, explaining confidence, explaining social development. That's how you built your trust, and that's how you built your centers.
In India today, there are over 118 million children between the ages of 2 and 6. These are the years when the brain develops the fastest, when habits are formed, and confidence, language, and emotional security begin to take shape. Today, nearly 66% of children in this age group attend some form of preschool. Yet, a significant number of children still pass through these formative years without the guidance, structure, and support that early childhood education provides. These early years shape how children learn, communicate, relate to others, and adapt to the world. This is when foundational skills are built. Emotional strength, social confidence, language, curiosity, and resilience. What begins here stays with the child for life. Science shows that 85 to 90% of brain development happens before the age of 6. India's national education policy recognizes early childhood education as foundational. This stage is not discretionary, it is essential. And every child in India in these formative years deserves a right to start. Sahi Shuruaat. Because every child deserves a Sahi Shuruaat. A EuroKids initiative.
For this belief to translate into real impact, it must be carried forward at the community level by partners who engage with parents every single day, building trust through conversation, guidance, and care.
EuroKids has always believed in nurturing the young minds, and it's not only about the academics, it's the overall development of the child. It's not about only learning the rote learning pattern, but it is by learning by doing. And we are involved into multiple activities which not only helps in the academics, but also the mental ability, the physical ability, and the emotional ability of the child.
I truly believe EuroKids is a trusted name because its core focus has always been safety. It believes in delivering standardized curriculum and has always been behind continuous improvement. And lastly, it's widespread across 500 plus regions, and definitely that becomes the most trusted brand for most of the parents today.
Nowadays, a parent who comes with a 2-year-old at the center, they are most bothered about the safety rather than the curriculum. Yes, definitely curriculum plays an important role and we have an excellent curriculum. But when it comes to safety, EuroKids have taken extra care in introducing TUV Nod certificate as mandatory, and every staff at the center has to go through background verification, wherein each and every teacher, whether supporting staff or drivers, they are made to go through this third-party certification in order to be employed at our center. So this is the kind of what I should say support that we provide the parents who are coming with a very young child.
We have a structured onboarding process. Both academic and operational support is provided consistently. There are structured training and interventions to help the partner onboard in the system. We have great technology interventions which also help the partner to grow his business better. Our idea is to foster a partnership mindset for a long-term growth and sustainability.
So we are at the 8th version of the curriculum called Eureka. Every upgrade has been different from the previous one. So we started with play-based learning, moved into inquiry, then into experiential learning, and now we're doing thinking-based learning. So we only focus on making this foundation for the children stronger and stronger.
The trainings happen entire year whenever required. Once we train the teachers, the learning outcomes are better in the classroom. Even after the training, teachers are doing very good classroom management. And for this, what we do is we start with the one cluster training, but we don't leave at that. Again, we would have the training. It can be on various topics which we feel it can be either from the curriculum or it can be on some soft skills. Whatever the topics may be, the final intention is that our children should be interactive when they are, responding to teachers, and the learning outcomes overall are better.
EuroKids Preschool, celebrating 25 years of building strong foundations in India. EuroKids Preschool, celebrating 25 years of building strong foundations in India.
Speaking about how awareness can scale through partnerships, KVS Seshasai outlined how Sahi Shuruat aims to bring conversations around early childhood education to communities across the country.
Next year, we hope to be 2,000 new EuroKids preschools, or rather 2,000 EuroKids preschools. And if each of our 2,000 partners reach out to 500 new parents to create the awareness of the importance of early childhood education, we would have touched the lives of 1 million parents, right? And that's what we want to do through Sahi Shuruat. How are we going to do this? Our partners will reach out to new parents and evangelize the cause of early childhood education. Everyone in the EuroKids team can reach out to people and evangelize and talk not about putting their child into a EuroKids preschool, but about the importance of early childhood education. We plan to reach out to voices from civil society, artists, prominent people, people who have large influence, and ask them to support Sahi Shuruat so that we can use their influence to drive awareness about early childhood education. And you'll see Sahi Shuruat come alive through many, many touch points. We'll be creating awareness materials. We'll be creating digital platforms, including websites around Sahi Shuruat. We'll initiate conversations on social media on Sahi Shuruat. And by the way, Sahi Shuruat is in multiple languages. So for every state, there will be a version of Sahi Shuruat in that regional language. public engagements. And the idea is not to sell, but to educate, to create a groundswell of awareness, because that is what is needed to get those 35 million children into a high-quality preschool. You know, at EuroKids, we have always believed that every child deserves a strong early childhood education. But before we move ahead, I'm curious to hear from Buddy. Buddy, what do you have to say about Sahi Shuru?
Hello, everyone. Today, I heard big people talk about beginnings, about learning, care, and growing up strong. For children like me, these early years mean everything. This is when we learn how to ask questions, how to make friends, and how to believe in ourselves. And when grown-ups come together to guide us, listen to us, and cheer us on, that's when our journey really starts. So thank you for thinking about children first. Thank you for giving us a Sahi Shuruat.
Thank you, Buddy. And thank you all. I really hope that we'll take Sahi Shuruat and use it to drive awareness of early childhood education at a very, very large scale across the entire country. And we see that not just as a campaign, not as a marketing campaign, but as an awareness campaign, but more as a responsibility as leaders in the field of early childhood education.
सही शुरुआत at the right age. तो अभी से ही हमें सही शुरुआत करनी है. Like I say, the child's brain development starts from the age of from 0 to, I'll say, 6 years. So I need to bring that awareness among the parents that early childhood education is must at this age, and not only to the parents who visit my school, also to the masses, as I need to get it as far as I can.
The evening also recognized partners who have demonstrated long-term commitment to early childhood education, building trust with families and communities over the years through the EuroKids Excellence Awards 2026. These awards acknowledged consistency, growth, and sustained excellence across the network.
It's been a wonderful journey, a journey of joy, pride, obstacles, but the end of the day, it's the most satisfying journey because every day we are creating future and being part of this holistic journey. I can say every smile that a child gives when they come to my school just lights up my day and makes me lighter in the heart.
We always believe in reasoning, understanding the age-appropriate curriculum. This structured framework was given to us by EuroKids. EuroKids gave us the framework which made the right start for every child at EuroKids. So we believe in this philosophy, and this has been conveyed really, really well for the last 11 years, and really proud of it.
Today we have crossed 25 years and people are trusted. In my small town, EuroKids like anything else. Parents are more attracted towards our curriculum, and we have changes our curriculum every 3 years. When I do the counseling part from my side, जब वो लोग आता है तो मतलब जो हम लोग का atmosphere देखते हैं, the safety, the first part is safety. तो हम लोग का concern है, तो वो लोग खुद ब खुद वो लोग they are very attracted towards the school.
Our curriculum is completely different from other schools, as we have got attractive learning based sessions, and our curriculum focuses on holistic development of the child, that is emotional, physical, creative, intellectual and spiritual development. And really we enjoyed it a lot many awards we got, and the most proud part of this brand is that it is Asia's best preschool brand.
A special segment recognized partners who have been associated with EuroKids over 2 decades, highlighting continuity, shared values, and long-standing partnerships. As EuroKids marks 25 years, the focus remains firmly on the future, on strengthening foundations, deepening awareness, and ensuring that every child receives the right start in life. Because early childhood education is not optional, it is essential.
EuroKids Preschool, celebrating 25 years of building strong foundations in India.